Welcome to 100 Days of Python, the Python Code Along Challenge. I'm Bill Mosley, and if you want to find the entire listing of the 100 Days of Python, you can find it at my website, www.bmosley.com/hdp. Let's get started. Hey, welcome to another episode of 100 Days of Python, the Code Along With Me Challenge, where we learn to code by just writing code, which is the best way to learn code. Today I'm going to shift gears a little bit. We've been working through some bigger, more intense object-oriented programming projects. Today I'm going to switch gears and I want to start playing around with images. And Python's got a great image library called Pillow. It's short for Python Image Library, PIL. And it allows you to do all kinds of things with images. So we're going to start playing around, and we'll spend the next few days playing around with images, which I think is a pretty fun project. So today, I want to just start out by creating a blank image and then drawing some shapes on it to give you a feel for how the drawing portion of the library works. So we're going to, from PIL, from Pillow, we're going to import image and ImageDraw. And then we need to create a new image, and we'll just call it IMG for short. Image new, and then we need to give it some parameters. The first thing we need to do is give it a mode, which is a string, and I'm going to say RGB for red, green, and blue. There are other modes, but we'll start out with this one, which is the easiest one. And then I'm going to give it a tuple, which is a size. I'm going to give it a coordinates. I'm going to say 300 pixels wide by 400 pixels tall. And then the last argument I'm going to give it is the color that I want it to be filled with. And I'll just fill it with white by default. Now I can show this image.show. This will pop up the image in my default image viewer for the software or the platform that I'm on. So if I'm on Windows, it'll show it in the Windows default image viewer. And if I'm in Mac, it will show it using the preview app. So if I run this, you can see there is my image. It's a big white square or rectangle right now. But you can see it's opening in preview, and it's giving it a temporary name because it's just loading it from memory. So let's do some drawing now. So in order to draw on this image, I need to create what's called a draw context. So I'm going to say draw equals ImageDraw.draw, capital D, and I'm going to give it the image that I want it to draw on. And now I can start drawing things. So I could say draw.line, and for the line, I need to give it coordinates. I need to tell it where to start. So I'm going to say 0, 0. And if I give it 300, 400 for the other coordinates, then it will draw a line from corner to corner. And I can say fill it with black. Now a line typically isn't thought of as having a fill color, but in this case that is true. And then I can say width equals 2 pixels. And now if I run this, there is my line from corner to corner. So I'm just using the math to come up with those coordinates. And of course, if I wanted to create a thicker line, I can do that as well. So let's draw some other shapes here. Another shape I can draw is a circle. Of course, I need to say draw first, draw.circle. And then we'll give it the coordinates for the center of the circle, which would be, let's do it right in the middle. So I'm going to say 150, 200. And then the radius of the circle, let's do 20. And the fill color is going to be, let's do red. And now I can check that out. There's the circle that I've drawn. See, it's quite easy to do things here. And I can choose an outline color of, let's just do black. Why not? And the width of the outline, let's do 10 here. Let's see what that looks like. I bet that looks kind of cool. All right, so I've got a little design here. Maybe it's giving some Pokemon vibes or something. I'm not sure yet. It's looking interesting though. Okay, so let's check out some other things that we can do. Draw ellipse. An ellipse is like a circle, except it's more like a rectangle. Let's actually draw a rectangle first, because I think that'll be helpful. Let's draw a rectangle. And in this case, I'm giving the upper left corner and the bottom right corner of the rectangle. So if I wanted to draw a rectangle that, let's say, was 10, 10, oops, don't forget that these coordinates have to be a tuple. So 10, 10 in, and we're going to go all the way across minus that. So we're going to say 290, 290, comma 60. So that should be a wide, very flat rectangle near the top of the image. And I'm going to fill that with blue and no outline. I could use outline and width for most of these shapes, by the way. So if I do that, there's my blue rectangle. And then an ellipse is very similar to a rectangle, right? So an ellipse uses the same kind of coordinates. You basically are drawing a rectangle, and then it draws the ellipse that would best fill that rectangle. So let's draw ellipse, and I'm actually going to use the same X and Y coordinates. Copy, paste those right in there, and my fill is going to be white. And watch what happens. Okay, so there is, I use the same coordinates. You can see that white ellipse now fills up most of that blue rectangle. Same horizontal measurements, same vertical measurements, it's just got the rounded corners. So that's kind of an interesting way you could use negative space to draw something interesting. Then the last shape I want to show you how to draw is called a polygon. So I'm going to draw polygon. And the measurements for a polygon, because it's not a predefined shape, I have to give it each point for each corner of the polygon. And so those are given as a list of tuples, where each tuple is an X and Y coordinate. So for example, if I wanted to start out with let's go over 10 and down 100, and then I'm going to draw a triangle. So I'm going to stay over 10, and I'm going to go down to 300. And then I'm going to go over 250. I'm going to go over to 250, and I'm going to stay at 300. That's my triangle, the 3 points, and it'll close it back up. And if I say fill with red, let's see, actually is orange triangle, and I can say outline is black and width is 4. So let's run this and see what we did. So there's my polygon. So that's kind of nice. I can do all kinds of, you can do all kinds of things with this. You can also write text on these images, but I'm going to show you that in another little project that we're going to do. So that's the basics for this. Next time, I'm going to come back and I'm going to actually use some loops and some math to make a repeating pattern that is interesting, but also randomized. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video and coding along with me. Once again, if you want to access the entire listing of 100 Days of Python, you can do it at my website, www.bmosley.com/HDP. You can also access my book, Introduction to Python Programming for Absolute Beginners, at my website, www.bmosley.com/book. Thanks again, and we'll see you around.